Good morning students, welcome to offline classes for 10th standard. So in previous classes we have discussed about what is evolution and evolution we have discussed, and we have discussed about evidences of evolution, that is homologous organs, analogous organs and fossils. Then what do you mean by homologous organs and what do you mean by analogous organs, and next what is fossils? So how these are considered as evidences for evolutions. So let us discuss one by one. So that is first one, that is what? Homologous organs. Then what is meant by homologous organs? You just observe these pictures what I have given here. So here you just see, this is the what the limbs of human, this is limbs of whale, this is limbs of dog, and this is the limbs of bat. Just see that structure, right? So human comes under mammals, and even whales also comes under mammals, dogs in the back. These are all mammals. And you just see that again in the picture of this. What do you want to observe here? See, homologous organs are the organs which are similar in structure but different in functions. So you just see, observe here that they are all having similar structure, internal structure, but they perform different kind of functions. So for example, you compare woman and bat. The humans, we will use the arms or the limbs for the purpose of walking or holding something, whereas a bat, they utilize what? For the flying purpose. Okay, so the internal organs are similar, but they perform what are different functions. Such kind of organs what we call the homologous organs. Examples: the four limbs of amphibians, reptiles, birds and mammals have similar structures but different functions. Example: frog uses its forelimb to raise the front of the body. Lizard uses its forelimb for the walking and running. Birds' limbs are modified, wings for flying, and mammals uses the forelimbs for grasping, walking, running, swimming and flying, etc. This shows the evolutionary relationship. It means that so we will share our some more characteristics with the amphibians, mammals, reptiles and even birds also. Okay, so with me, why? Because by seeing their internal structure. So our internal structures of the organ, internal structures of the many organs, many animals like maybe amphibians, reptiles or aves or mammals, they have internal body structures what quite similar, but they are performing what are different kind of functions. Such organs what we call the homologous organs. Okay. The next, so this is what the different organ internal structures, skeletons of different organs. Okay, you just see the birds and the dolphin, dog, and human beings, and shrimp, sheep, and a seal, bat. So these are all the different internals. You just, if you observe all these, they looks all are similar, but they are performing different functions. Hence, they are called homologous organs. Next one, analogous organs. Here you just see that the bat of wing, the bird wing, insect wing, and you just see here the bat of wing, human horn, and bat of wing and butterfly wing, bird wing. So what difference you are observing here? Analogous organs are organs which are different in structures but perform similar functions. You just see there the internal organs are totally different. Yes, they are totally different. You just see here, this is a bat, this is a mouse forelimb, and this is human. So the internal structure totally is different, but they perform what a similar function. Okay, such kind of organs what we call here analogous organs. Examples: the wings of butterfly, bird and bat have different structures, but they perform what are different similar functions. That is what? fly. This shows evolutionary relationship. Understood? So internal structure is different, but performing function is what a similar. Such kind of organs are called what a analogous organs. So these homologous organs and analogous organs, which help us to see the relationship between what one group of organism with another group of organism. Okay. So next up about what are fossils. Fossils are the remains of organisms which lived long ago. So this is just see that this is one kind of fossils. This is fossils. This is one fossils, and this is one fossils, and this is one fossils. From the study of the fossils, we can know their structures and the time period in which they were lived. The fossils of complex and recent organisms are found closer to the surface of the earth, and fossils or simpler organisms are found deeper inside the earth. The age of fossils can be determined by the radiocarbon dating. The study of fossils shows evolution of simpler forms into complex forms and their evolutionary relationship. Fossils are what? Fossils are what? Remains of the body parts. See, most of our body parts undergo water decompose, but few parts of our body they never undergo water decompositions. Like skeleton, the tooth, they are not going to undergo water decomposition, but they remains as it is. Right? So, for example, dinosaurs. We people have never seen the dinosaur, but we see the films, but the films which is the made of the dinosaur, actually they are not real dinosaurs. That is made up. It is made. The real dinosaurs, they are already extincted. But we people are picture. We people are imagine. We people are taken a film. We produced a film by imagining how they have been made that duration in such a way by seeing what their fossils. What happens? Their fossils will give a picture of how they were lived and in what period of time they are lived. We came to know by seeing their fossils. So here we see that there is a fossil of fish. When they die, they are buried into the soil, and when they stick onto the ground, what happens? Most of the body parts get undergo decomposition, but their picture will remain as it is onto the soil, and soil become harder and harder and harder, and finally it turns into water fossils. So that is the remains of that picture, remains of that impression of the body part of an organism. It's nothing but called as water, the fossils. Okay, and those fossils, so we will get from the ground. So if the fossils, so when you keep on digging the soil, if you get they think that there are 3 layers of soil are there, layer 1, layer 2, layer 3. So if the fossils, if you found near to the surface of the ground, such fossils is nothing but called water, which is recently water made. If you found the fossil very deeper under the ground of the soil, such fossils are formed very long back. It is extended very long back. So this is what one way of finding the age of the fossils. There is one more way is for finding the age of the fossils by using what radiocarbon dating. Okay, by using what radioactive elements. So by that we will be able to find the absolute age of the fossils. Okay, and these fossils which give us how they share their characteristic with the other organisms, and how they are related with the existing organism, that can be able to find out by the study of fossils. Okay, so this is what the fossils, and fossils also given a picture of how they are they are related to us, and how they are related to the old organisms and new organisms. That we can able to come to know by study of these fossils. Okay, so this is about evidences of evidences of evolution, that is homologous organs, analogous organs, and fossils. In the next class we will discuss next part of the chapter. Okay, thank you.